to his leather seam. Took a Louisville slug to both headlines. Dashed a hole in all for time. Things before he cheats. What's up, y'all? Oh. What up? Where y'all at? I shaved. There's double again, but got the mustache. I forgot I had to go to like a semi-formal thing yesterday, so but I think I'll grow out the beard now. Gotta get long, getting a nice fucking God of War look going on. Hopefully, that big old like beard. Maybe I'll shave my head too. We a neo-Nazi. I'm just idiot though. I was at my my friend Chloe's album release party last night. It's pretty sweet. She killed it. But yeah, it's good. A little crusty this morning. Not too bad though. I'm gonna go crush my legs in a little bit. We'll see. Shit, these are pretty sweet. They're not mine, but they're pretty sweet. You guys got any questions? Anyone? There's some of you here. Fucking ask some shit. Oh, let me wake up. The trolls even? That's bad. Fucking Carrie Underwood stuck in my head. Nothing? No questions. Nothing. Come on. Anything. Come on. Well, I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs until someone asks something. Actually, I'm going to see Deadpool 2 later. Kind of pumped. Hopefully it's good. I hope having a big budget doesn't ruin it. I think that's part of the charm of the first ones, that the budget was so low and it was funny stuff with that, but we'll see. Anyone got questions? Anyone? Well, I'm gonna mix my pre-workout then. You guys want to see? Here's an L-arginine, L-pyroglutamate for some pump and supposedly growth hormone production. Supposed to be good. And then I'm mixing with apple juice because it kind of kills the bark taste of the other shit. That's way too much. And then the other stuff I already pre-mixed. Just Folgers cup. It's caffeine from green coffee bean extract and beta alanine. What the fuck's the name of the last one? It's Mucuna pruriens extract, which supposedly contains L-dopa, which will make your body produce dopamine while you work out. So, or more than normal at least. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it actually does anything, but the first few days I was taking this, I was having some really vivid dreams, which are probably attributed to that. I normally don't dream much, so kind of interesting. But it's a good pre-workout if you guys feel like making your own. It's really cheap. Got like 500 servings for like $45. But just by making it my own for myself, and then I actually know what's in it, and it's not just bullshit C4 or whatever they're putting in there. Like half the shit they put in pre-workout supplements, just like who knows what the fuck it is. Like one of my coworkers here has some Cellucor shit, and it's which makes, like, I haven't heard of like any of these fucking ingredients. It's like random root extracts and fucking who knows. But I don't know. This is pretty. The only problem, it takes a while to dissolve, which is really fucking annoying. Like, you can see what this looks like. It looks like fucking diarrhea, but it tastes like tree bark a little bit, which is probably from the Mucuna pruriens, because I believe I'm pretty sure that's extracted from tree bark in Japan. Oh, fucking dehydrated. Holy shit. At a concert, it was like my friend's concert last night. It was like 1,000 degrees in this place. It was a really tiny venue. It was awesome. So I'm repping her band t-shirt today. I think it might be a girl's shirt because the neck's kind of big and the sleeves are short, but whatever. I look good in it. Good fuck. There's some dissolved now. Still looks kind of like diarrhea though. Doesn't taste too bad. It mixed with apple juice. It just tastes like really bad. Bad apple juice, I guess. Was there any questions? Seriously? You guys want to fucking watch me talk shit? I found, so one of the racks downstairs has like these pins that you put in. Some of those old school racks. They're just like the slanted one. You probably see this in my videos. Last week I did those West Side Specialty Trap exercise with them, but the pins are like the best for fucking like trigger point massaging and stuff. You can just like stick it in. Works so well. So you find like a metal rod like this, which is rounded on the end. Looks like a dildo, but fucking works amazing. I've been like working my shoulders recently. Do my hip flexors with this too. It's pretty awesome. I don't do a whole lot of massaging on myself, but like myofascial release, but sometimes I kind of need it just because I get a little banged up, such as the bodybuilding stuff. That thing fucking looks like a dream. There we go. This guy looks like shitty beer now. But is it not a single person with fucking questions? Do I have like this shit block by accident or something? Oh damn. Oh, maybe I do. Shit. No. Alright. What is? No. Not bad. Now what the fuck this shit is. Oh, it's testosterone booster. Ooh. It's the most anabolic testosterone and cognitive formula for strength, lean muscle, and energy. It's all bullshit. All that shit. But I bet the chat's not working. One of you must have said something now. I'm gonna verify this. Can I watch my own live stream? Is that a thing? No, I can. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, there are fucking chats. Why isn't it showing up? My bad, guys. I can't see any of the fucking chats. Alright, I can watch it. Look at them here at least. God damn it. It's fucking YouTube. It's like glitching as shit. I'm doing well. Hello, everyone. Shit. I fucking miss all these. I'm 28. I'd like you to clarify why getting sore doesn't necessarily imply sufficient stimulus for growth. I get you don't need to get sore to grow, but why not the other way around? So like, there's a lot of stuff that'll make you sore that won't make you grow. Like if I told you to do 200 body weight squats, I'm assuming you're not just doing lifting, you'd be sore as shit the next day, but you're not going to get like hypertrophy from that, most likely. If I told you to do 100 burpees in a row, you're going to get real fucking sore the next day, but you're not going to see growth. So it doesn't always, soreness doesn't always indicate muscular growth necessarily. It often does, but not always. Like just like if you pick a new exercise, it might be just a new stimulus is making you sore. Let's see. Knees caving on deadlifts was my weakness. Prior glutes and adductors. Let's work on that. If I had to hang out with Jason Blaha or another beast, who would you pick? Jason Blaha, because he probably wouldn't try to murder me by eating bath salts and eating my face. Yanni or Laurel? Laurel. So I'm old and can't hear high-pitched noises, apparently. How am I? I'm doing well. Pre-workout recipe? Yeah, it's just green coffee bean extract, L-arginine, L-pyroglutamate, the Prions extract, and beta-alanine. That's all mine is. Pretty simple. Doing some voodoo nether stuff on what? Best erector exercise. I don't think there's a best one. Probably good mornings though, I'd say. Good mornings are pretty fucking bomb. So. Where am I at right now? I'm at the office of my gym. Am I gay and or Jewish? I'm not gay, but I am technically Jewish. People on 4chan, I've been told, are very obsessed with the fact that I'm Jewish. It's kind of funny. What's your best advice on raising the conventional deadlift through Bulgarian light training? If you're trying to raise your conventional deadlift, you probably shouldn't be doing Bulgarian light style training. That's my best advice. Doesn't work very well. What's up, Pear? Y raises for rear delt growth, potentially, sure. For overloading them, progressive overloading it. How is you Jew? My mother is Jewish. Again, my family's not very religious. I'm not religious at all. Sauce? I don't know what that means. I have 2 sets of Romanians that can't even leg curl. What's up with that? I mean, you should probably just reduce the weight on the leg curls. If you like physically cannot leg curl, you have some fucking issue. You should work out though. Best exercise for thick erectors like Eric. Honestly, a bunch of one-arm dumbbell rows are good. Good mornings, deadlift variations, etc., etc. Is conventional deadlift good for glutes? Yes, of course. Very good for your glutes. I don't see any big deadlifters with tiny asses. I have a weekly deload session yet. Can't say I have. I'm not a big fan of deloads. I know some people like them and see success with them, but in my opinion, I think they're kind of worthless unless you're peaking for a meet, yeah. But other than that, honestly, like I don't see a point. I don't see a point. I shouldn't say it that way, but behind the neck squats. I don't know what the fuck that is. Jerry Hagen, I like that. We're not doing that. There's only one Eric Bugenhagen. I don't want to be a number 2. I've been seeing any results in the Von Moga rows. Been thinking about adding them through my routine. I've only done them twice, but I think they're a quite good movement because you can pull lower than you normally could just being bent over. Because if you notice when I'm doing those, I'm like leaning heavily into the rack with my ass, and so you just pull a little lower, and it hits your lats more, less upper back though. And yeah, they feel really good. I like them. What did I eat to bulk up from skinny? A lot of food, nothing particular. Honestly, what you eat, as long as you eat like a halfway decent adult, doesn't really matter that much. It's mostly just how many calories you're eating. Have you seen Thrall's new video trying to be funny? No, I'm not. I'm not a Thrall subscriber. You can feel free to tell me what it's about though. And the next squat is a back squat. Oh, why not just call it a back squat then? Yes, they're probably, if I had to pick one movement to do, if I was only allowed to do one movement the rest of my life, it'd be a high bar back squat. Believe it or not. Snatch or clean grip high pulls for lower and mid trap size. I mean, honestly, I guess snatch grip probably has more traps involved. I don't think either of those are the best for trap size though. Benefits to croc rows versus barbell rows. So croc rows, a little bit less lower back involved, so take that for what it is. What the fuck is that noise? What the fuck? You can, if you have imbalances, you can fix them using croc rows. I typically like the way it works my erectors more than a bent over does, because it's a little more dynamic, because you're actually like twisting slightly. But it's just different type of row, honestly. Typically hit your lats a little harder with a croc row. Safer to cheat rows with them. Where are the Von Moga rows? The Von Moga girls. I'm gonna try my best not to do that. I honestly think lifting with no ego is the new ego lifting, because people are not trying to impress others by how humble they can be. Yeah, fuck, all the weird like humbleness is like, I don't get that shit. Like, people are like, oh, you should be humble. Like, fuck, I'm this good looking. How the fuck should I be humble? Fuck that. Hashtag humble. Fuck that shit. I agree. I don't get that. Like, I'm fucking stronger than you. Why shouldn't I be allowed to say it? It's just like conventional. Can you tell me it's gonna be alright? Grant Paul, it's going to be alright. Just keep practicing, progressively overload your deadlift, and you'll get better. I still gotta work, and it's hard for me to squat because of the downs from cycling. Any tips on recovery? I mean, you'll just get used to the cycling eventually, and maybe don't cycle as fast. Give yourself more time to get to work. Sleep more. Warm up, actually. Don't just like hop on the bike and pedal your hardest on your way to work. Does forward lean matter as much in the squat, or do you take into consideration leverages? Yeah, like some people are gonna have more forward lean than others, but you shouldn't be fucking nipples to ground like some people, coach, when you're squatting. I think my new Blaha's new posing video. I have not seen his posing video, and I don't really plan on watching a 40-something-year-old man pose. I don't know. What do you think about novice 5x5 based around squat, floor press, trap bar deadlift, paused overhead press, and Penley rows? Probably fine. I don't think, depends how you're progressing everything. It's a lot of exercise to be working on, but sure, it'll be fine. Not a huge 5x5 guy, but yeah. Not train hard enough, you don't deload. I disagree. You can just like switch movements for a week or something instead of deloading. So, yeah. If you had a client who just wanted bigger arms while neglecting all other body parts, how would you train him after slapping him, of course? They just wanted to build their arms. I mean, obviously do a lot of direct arm work. A lot of bodybuilding stuff, isolation, that's their only goal is bigger arms, Do shit that make their arms bigger. Buy some chin-ups, get their back looking decent too, and like trick them into thinking it's an arm exercise. Some bicep growth, curls, all sorts of curls. Just normal shit, like there's no secret to anything, really. But yeah, I don't have any clients like that, and I wouldn't train someone like that, probably. Do you think you have bad muscle building genetics? I don't think so. I'm 6'2", 240 pounds, so relatively lean. Not super lean, but I see abs at least. Were you surprised that Kilizowski beat Shaw? No, I think Shaw's looked pretty beat up even the last few years, honestly. He looked pretty beat up at the Arnold. Everything I've seen in interviews, even like his training footage, he looks beat up, so honestly, it wasn't that big of a surprise just because he's getting older and he's been at it a long time, and being that big is not easy on your body, for that long especially. So, not all that surprised, honestly. And I think part of it too, he's gotten like famous, and that's not always good for those kind of athletes, just because suddenly instead of working out, you're filming like YouTube videos and spending time doing that shit when you should be working on rehab or prehab or whatever it happens to be. High pulls versus rows for upper back strength and carry over to other lifts. Rows, 100%. You're gonna call high out? What? Him out? Who? Who's him? Take your shirt off. No, I'm good. In your opinion, what is the meat and potatoes of what drives progress in the gym? Consistency is probably the biggest. After that, work ethic for sure. Like actually going hard. Most people don't know what the hell it looks like to even go hard in the gym. But if you've never played sports and all you've ever seen is other people at the gym who also aren't working hard, like you're not gonna really know how to push yourself. Which is sometimes the beginners, just to teach them what like hard work looks like, I'll have them do isolation exercises like fucking do tricep push downs until they can't anymore, just so they feel what like hard work feels like, honestly. A lot of beginners, like it's hard to teach that with a squat, at least safely. It's hard to teach that. So by using machines and stuff, it's easier to be like, this is what actual like muscle fatigue feels like. Because most people just never get anywhere close to fatigued. It's fucked up. Got a new kid with a world's strongest man. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that definitely affected him too. It's not easy. Does grip width matter for chin-ups? Yeah, I mean, you want to be like a comfortable width. You don't want to be like straining your elbows and shit if you're really wide, and a bit straining shoulders too. Typically, like just a little bit, oh shit, right around fuck, god damn it, right around shoulder width is good for most people. Just kind of straight up here, boom, pull in there. These fucking forearm gains, oh my god. Let the burger out overnight's wrap. Should I eat it? I mean, it'll probably be fine. A lot of people say the closer you go, the more arms involved, and the wider, the more back. For chin-ups, I would just find the most comfortable. You don't want to be messing with that too much, because I say like if you go wide with chin-ups, it's gonna fuck up your shoulder and elbows. But yeah, so typically there's actually studies showing with like pull-ups what gets the most lat involvement, and it's basically wherever you're strongest, whatever grip makes you the strongest, you're gonna get the most lat involvement. So, but wider isn't necessarily like involve your lats more. So, am I gonna Yates row 700? Like not strict ever, but GD I could probably do it. I got up like 675, I think, doing cheat Yates rows. I'm not sure. I didn't really push those very hard though. Get some chocolate milk now. I have good lift. Thanks, man. Enjoy your chocolate milk. Never get my biceps sore from chins, my lats. Yeah, I mean, probably have good biceps then. Honestly, like, so chin-ups are typically gonna get more bicep growth than pull-up will, but in my experience, I haven't seen a whole lot of, like, when I used to do a bunch of chin-ups and shit, I never really saw any bicep growth. Did see back growth for sure, but never really saw any bicep growth. Is that beer? No, it's my shitty pre-workout that I made myself. My somebody's big bro. You seem like someone's big bro. I'm actually I'm the little brother, actually. My brother's 3 years older than me, about almost 4 years, not 3.5, about I guess. What do you think of 5-minute band curls every day, non-stop? If you're able to do it for 5 minutes straight, it's probably not going to do much for you, honestly. It's not going to be enough resistance. I did shave. Well, I mean, I cut my mustache, but I did shave. It just comes back real fucking fast because good genetics, beard genetics. I had like a semi-formal thing to go to last night. This my friend's album release party, so I didn't want to look like a hobo. Upright during my back squats, see I can feel my spine. What's the weakness? You're probably bad at bracing. You're not bracing properly. Or if you are, you probably have weak abs. So, get stronger abs. Ab rollouts are great. Cable crunches, honestly, are pretty good. Any tips for people about to start a hard labor job in terms of training? I'd probably back off the training a bit, whether that be the weight or volume, just as you like get used to your new job, and then start upping the training volume again or weight. Yeah, so I wouldn't go like hard as you can both, especially if you start a new job. You're gonna want to like look good for your bosses and shit. And you're probably gonna work a little harder than you normally would, so take that into account as well. But yeah, just back off the gym a little bit and then start introducing it back in once you start adapting to your new job. That's my advice. Let's see. What would you change in your training if you were cutting? Currently, I probably wouldn't change a whole lot, honestly. What I'm doing with the bodybuilding stuff, I'd probably hit some more heavy lifts just to make sure I'm not losing any muscle mass or try to minimize muscle mass loss. Currently, my training, it would be fine to adapt to it. I'd probably do a little less exercises, I'm sure. But yeah. Nothing too crazy. I definitely make sure I was lifting a little heavier because I haven't been doing much heavy lifting recently, just a lot of bodybuilding stuff. But yeah, I definitely do something like that. What's up, Nawaz? I'm doing well. How are you? Let's see. Maxing on a cable crunch machine for high reps, but 2 week less heavy to do hanging leg raises. How to train abs. With leg raises, you can start with your legs bent. It's a good way to do it, and just like learn the control of it more than anything, and focus on actually using your abs. A lot of people just use their hip flexors to try to raise their legs up. That's why they can't do it. What's all the Philodrome about? I'm not really sure. Got shoulder pain on left shoulder blade. Is it safe to do some rotary cuff work to see if it helps? It's in your shoulder blade. Is it like, do you feel like it's like between your shoulder blades, like you're feeling it there, or is it like on top of the shoulder blade, or where exactly? How to train clients to brace themselves. I mean, the cues I use kind of depends on the person. I don't really have like set cues I go to necessarily. Some people pick up quickly, some people are slow with it. Sometimes I'll literally like push in on them and have them force out against me to like kind of teach that feeling of pushing, expanding your abdominals. But it really depends on the person a lot. Sumo deadlifts every day, not the best idea. It works a little bit better than conventional, but it's still not that great. How do you train if you could never do Bulgaria, Wisconsin again? Probably something like West Side type training, conjugate. Standing in morning or seated? Standing for sure. Standing is a better exercise. Seated's cool. Most people should not be doing seated deadlifts because you're gonna fucking snap your shit. But yeah, standing in mornings are great. Are you a fan of landmine presses with or without a Viking handle? I've never used a Viking handle attachment. I would love to. But yeah, I think landmine presses are pretty cool. Good for the delt growth, but yeah, they're pretty fun. It can be cause issues. Some people like pressing, it'll kind of like rotate their arm out, and that could potentially cause issues. If you're not being safe or careful. But other than that, I wouldn't do standing ones. I think are kind of worthless. The half kneeling or kneeling ones are great though. Feels a joint of my shoulder. Oh, okay. Yeah, potentially some light external rotation exercises like a Cuban press, just a dumbbell. Honestly, there's a good article. Fucking website's is it on? It's for assessing shoulder injuries. It's on breaking muscle. I think it's on that website. It's like a thing you can go through to kind of see what most likely is the cause of your shoulder pain. I can't remember what that article's called, I'm sorry. But do some Googling, probably find it. what do you think about Mike Tersher as a powerlifting coach? I only know him pretty recently through his like front squat training, and he seems like a very strong, knowledgeable guy. So from what I've seen, seems good. Let's see. What are you training today? A bunch of leg stuff. Tips on moving out, like your apartment. I don't know. That's on 531. It can be great. It's a lot of people tend to think it's a program when it's actually a methodology, which is a different thing. Very customizable for people of all strength levels and goals. I have some clients running 531 variations. Yeah, I think it can be a good program. It can be turned into a good program. It just depends. Got to read. I think a lot of people are too lazy at reading. That's why fucking Alan Thrall and what's his fucking name, the doctor whatever, Feigenbaum, just like did the most basic 531 and like, oh, didn't see progress, because you didn't fucking do it right. You didn't read anything, and you're both weak pieces of shit. But anyway. Should I feel my hammies are gonna rip off when I deadlift heavy? I really think they're just gonna fly away. So you probably shoot your hips up too soon, I'd assume, if you feel like they're gonna rip off. But is the weighted chin good to get wide in all caps? Yeah. Why are good mornings not as popular as deadlifts? Because most people suck at them. Same as overhead press. It's not as popular as bench because most people fucking suck. Let's see. Titan has a Viking handle, $49 I recommend. I actually been thinking about buying their axle dumbbell or barbell. I mean, it's only like $50 too. $50. Get another manual for that. Thinking of hitting behind the neck overhead press pretty hard soon. Recommend standing or seated. I'd say probably standing. I think standing overhead press is superior to seated pressing, just overall. But make sure you have healthy shoulders if you're gonna get into that. Athlete Next keeps saying good mornings are one of the worst movements to do. What's your argument towards that? They're one of the best movements, I think. I think Athlete Next just wants fucking views, and saying controversial things gets you views. So that's what I think. People have done good mornings for hundreds of years, and not hundreds, but 100 years, and yeah. Good mornings are fucking amazing. But I'll use the West Side. Had Eddie competed this year, do you think he would have defended the title? No, I do not. I think Thor is unbeatable at this moment. What are your thoughts on not strong enough? 800-pound hack deadlift, that amount of back rounding safe? Obviously a beast, but yeah, I mean, you're gonna round doing a hack deadlift, and just because the weight is where the weight is, there aren't really any shearing forces in your spine. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's a big hack deadlift. Is muscle memory legit? Have not been training delts and back for 6 weeks. How long do you get results back? Yeah, it's definitely a real thing. How long really depends. How long you had it before. Like Dorian Yates fucking started working out right now to get big. He'd probably get, obviously not gonna get as big as he was, but he'd put on probably faster than you would. But it's definitely a real thing, muscle memory. Do I have front squat? Not currently, no. But I think they're really good, and I usually recommend a lot of beginners to learn how to front squat well before they back squat. Sam, I completely agree about 531. I agree. Preventing forward head lean, bad posture. Don't look at your phone all fucking day. Stretch your chest, shoulders, and your neck. Strengthen your upper back. Stretch out front here, an easy one. Tilt your head back, right? And you just go as you tilt your head back, and you'll feel that stretching. So good one. Alan Thrall is no longer a starting strength coach. What are your thoughts? Is he actually not anymore? That was fast. Hello from England. Hello, Lauren. Let's have a girl watching. I'm one of the few. Been on Jason Blaha's Bulgarian training. He lifts the same weight every day. So he's training like real Bulgarian, where you're not actually hitting an absolute max, I believe, and you just go to a daily max, which is like actual Bulgarian training. So you shouldn't be necessarily hitting a PR every single day if you're doing normal Bulgarian training. When I was doing Bulgarian with back squats, when I first got into Bulgarian training, there was days where I'd like drop 40 pounds one day and then go up 40 and then drop 20 and then 30 the next day. So it's really, you just gotta go what your body's telling you. In background on box squats safely, safety squat bar, yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing it too much, though. It's not a good thing when you're squatting. I've read Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. Should I get it? So a guy who used to work here, he had it, and I glanced through it. I mean, it's pretty basic shit. If you want to, it's kind of a fun book to have, I guess, but nothing all that groundbreaking, really. You ever thought about pushing goblet squats with a heavy loadable dumbbell? So the loadable dumbbells I have, the problem with them, the clips don't stay on very well, because I have tried that. I used to work out with Eric. He had a 203-pound kettlebell, and we'd goblet squatted that a few times, but it's just a fucking pain to get in position, which is a problem. So yeah, it was not fun, like cleaning a 203-pound dumbbell with one arm. Depending on Phil Herno's everyday full body training for hypertrophy. Does one set of press, one set of pull, one set of leg exercises, some pump and fluff isolation again. I haven't read it, so I can't really tell you. Oh, there's the trolls. What's up, Len David? Him and the barbell medicine guys ditch starting strength basically for all the reasons that people have been saying starting strength sucks 3 years. I.e. deadlift, volume, running it out, lack of accessory work, etc. Yeah, it's like fucking any competent coach would say that. Oh my god. The fact that they're involved with it in the first place shows they're not very good. I'm a high volume, low frequency. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now with the bodybuilding stuff. Like, I'm only hitting each body part once a week. It's working fine. Portions suck. I'm 6'2", 225 with longer femur length than torso length. Damn, dude. Should get into rowing. Can background on box squat safely? Safely? No, not really. If it happens, it happens, but it's not something you should shoot for. What would your advice be to get abs popping in summer? Wisconsin method on abs? Eat less. Abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym, but also do ab rollouts. Shut that planks, great. Hanging leg raises. What's up, FZ? How big are my wrists? I don't fucking know. Do eyebrows fit? No, I do not. But I've seen, thanks to FZ here, that I had to do some Googling, and there are some DYE elders that are not fond of me, especially the fact that I'm Jewish. It's pretty kind of funny, actually. The one I read, it was like this guy just taking everything out of context, which is funny. But you know, that increase your wrists, get bigger forearms. What's a DYEL? Do you even lift? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but according to FZ, they wanna dox me. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna find. Like where I live, whatever. I live in Madison. There you go. Geotag all my fucking videos. I am Norwegian and Jewish. My dad's Norwegian and my mom's Jewish. What's up, Ulamar? Olamar? Yeah, man. Actually, I know. I'm not saying you're doing it, but I don't know what the fuck people's deal is. If you have that much time to spend on 4chan, like you're pretty fucking shitty. Alantal rocks. No, he doesn't. Do I bend legs back, forward, or straight? I keep my legs pretty straight when I'm doing pull-ups and chin-ups. The Jewish religion, yes. And there's fucking Google for this. Like, don't ask me. My dad come back? Probably not. Sorry. Posture, please. How to get thick chests. Work your chest a lot more. Flies are really good. Do you watch Sopranos? Yeah, I've seen the Sopranos. How taxing is high volume on play movements? That really depends a lot on what you're doing and who you are. There's not right. There you go. That's an Erica video saying to train randomly every day and find out what gets hyped and hammer that shit. I wouldn't train randomly every single day. You can do some random shit. Incorporate some random shit every day for sure, but I wouldn't just randomly pick stuff. So you have heavy sandbag presses? Go for it. See what happens. Will I be your adopted father? Sure. Send me the paperwork. Are sore knees after squats bad? Yeah. Probably weak hamstrings. And aren't squatting deep enough also probably. Thoughts on upper lower being the greatest thing ever? I don't think there is a greatest thing ever training. Have you tried the nicotine gum yet? No, I have not. I was actually figured I'd try it this week sometime. Okay, I'm fucking using nicotine right now. Fuck shit. 3 sets of 20 considered high volume? Probably if you're using any decent amount of weight. Doing Buckingham, I'm gonna try hack deadlifts. Go for it. Why going heavy on rear delts and no good? Everyone does 20 reps, which is such a small muscle. It's hard to. You just try to like do something heavy with it. You're gonna start compensating with other muscles typically. So that's why usually. I don't think you necessarily need to do 20 plus. You can probably get away with like doing 8 to 15 or something, but. Do you have any physique goals, or are you primarily focused on building strength on odd lifts? I don't have any physique goals. Just kind of putting some body weight on right now. I don't really have any like aesthetics goals though. Let's see. Do you ever deviate from your usual diet of frozen chicken patties? I pretty much eat the same exact thing every day. Like I randomly go out and eat. Other than that, though, I pretty much eat the same exact shit every day because my relationship with food is that it's just putting like gas in your car, which is the best relationship we can have with food, honestly. So I don't deviate too much. When introducing an overweight beginner to resistance training, thoughts of how to structure training, what exercises focus on frequency, etc. Ease into it. I have a video to the hierarchy of movements, and you should probably go through that. Like for squats, for example, make sure you get good at goblet squats first, and then front squats, and then back squats, stuff like that. Working into things like don't just fucking start them doing power cleans and shit, because no beginner should be doing power cleans, especially without coaching. Also, get them to do some cardio. Like have them walk a bunch. A lot of like overweight people are beginners. I just tell them like if they take the bus somewhere, like get off a stop early and walk the last stop. If you go to the grocery store, park in the back of the lot. Don't be a lazy piece of shit. Basically, try to walk as much as you can. So, do I smoke? Weed sometimes. That's about it though. I have a cigar from time to time as well. It's just me that I lose most of my strength on bench when I stop doing it every day. Well, you're probably peaking yourself, but you don't have much to peak, which probably means you have a bad base. Just smoke weed or cigarettes, just never cigarettes. I mean, I've had a few cigarettes in my life, but it's fucking gross. I do honestly love the smell of cigarettes though, but I would never ever start smoking them. Okay, serious question. I want to cut my last 8 pounds fast. Thoughts on doing extreme caloric restriction to lose these? So losing weight fast is not a good idea at all. And if you're doing extreme caloric restriction, you're going to be just losing a lot of muscle mass probably. Angel with bands or low weight. I don't know what that means. Do I know any silverbacks? I know Phil. Oh, sorry. Do a bicep flex? No, I'm good. I'll usually like average around 242 throughout the day. Would it balance better on Bugenhagen squats? Just practice them more and get better at balancing. Spend more time in your warm-ups to prep. She's fucking weird. Do I know Nick Erland? No. I don't know who that is. Instant coffee. Don't drink shit coffee. Why do you think beginners should learn front squats before back squats? So for one thing, it's easier to fail on. You just drop it. Most people have really bad hip mobility, and it's easier to get deep with them, so you can actually get depth without straining. It teaches bracing better. You know, just better. It teaches you how to move better, honestly. You can't compensate with your back and shit as much. Does your entire existence revolve around food and fitness? No. Food is not really I don't really think about food ever. I do think about training a lot, and women mostly. Music as well. I guess bound like Eric, train like Eric. Favorite old-time strongman? Oof, Bob Peoples probably. He's not really a strongman, but one of my favorite lifters. What do you eat when you're constipated? I don't get constipated. Coffee enemas? No. I think the nicotine thing is a bad idea, but I could be wrong. Nicotine, to my knowledge, is a vasoconstrictor. Anecdotally, I've felt shittier just by chewing the gum. I mean, so is caffeine. Probably as addictive, so I don't know. Haven't tried it, can't say. How to get appetite up? Smoke weed. Just force yourself to eat, honestly. Treat it like a job. Why not just get bronchial ephedrine from the pharmacist to keep you there? So ephedrine, they limit how much you can buy for one thing. That's quite a heavy vasoconstrictor, and they've banned it in a lot of, I think most powerlifting federations have banned it because it used to be very common to mix ephedrine with like Yohimbe and stuff. To counter, the Yohimbe is a vasodilator, so it kind of counteracts it a little bit, but yeah, not the best for your blood pressure. How long's my neck? Why the fuck do you care about my measurements? Who gives a shit? I don't measure my neck length. Have you ever dealt with piriformis syndrome? No. Hotel coffee brand is shit if it tastes bad. If it's like any of the big brands, it's probably shit. Starbucks is decent. Their coffee, like you buy the kind you buy, not the stuff you get in the store. That's bull. Like the Starbucks coffee you buy in the store is shitty, but their coffee beans you can buy are pretty good. How many times should I do it a week? That really depends on your training a lot, man. At least once, probably. Up to 3, I'd say. My training goals, currently I'm just putting some size on. That's about it. Kind of boring, but how much protein per day? I don't know. I calculated it once before. It's a decent amount. Inclusion training for neck curls. That I cannot recommend. What's your record for weighted chin-ups? I don't know. Check the videos. I think the thing with like body weight is kind of bullshit because bigger guys are obviously a disadvantage, which is why all the calisthenics guys have no legs. But I don't really know. What was the longest time you haven't penetrated someone? I don't know, since I was like, I don't know, I lost my virginity when I was like 15. Probably the longest I've gone in that time was like 2 months maybe. That having sex. I can buy 2 boxes of ephedra. How many hours do you work? What? I'll tolerate 16. And what age did you stop growing? When I was 16, I was probably like right at like 5'11", probably, and maybe 6 foot. I don't really know. I probably stopped growing completely when I was like 21. Probably finished growing completely. I thought I was growing much between like 18 and 21, but. How old am I? I'm 28. Bringing legging parts with high volume. So I got strong legs, but they're not big. I was doing maxes only, and appetite was weak. Last 3-4 months. I'm surprised if you're maxing your squats, your appetite was weak. Squats always make me hungry as fuck. After I do them. It's not a bad idea though, adding some higher volume in. What do you do when I'm sad? I don't really get sad. I don't really have anything to be sad about. I have a pretty easy fucking life. I don't know. Get laid. Probably the best thing you can do. You make me happy. I can sign with the WWE and become Eric's tag team partner. That'd be pretty fucking sweet. Though I don't have any plans to join the WWE. So. I'm gonna spend free time productively. Read. Do you think Ellen Thrall can even do one pull-up with a plate added? Probably not. Paulo, that's horrible. Don't do that, please. Should the bar be mid-foot or touching your shins on a stiff-legged deadlift setup? Typically mid-foot, which might be touching your shins. Kind of depends on your leverages and stuff. Show muscle? No, this isn't some G4P shit. Everyone's psychedelics? No. Oh, Galois, you're back. Shit. Oh my god, the troll. Thought we ended you. Haven't been around in a while. Thought after making fun of your like 135-pound squat, you went away, but I guess not. The only thing that gets me hungry is pulling shit. Yeah, deadlifts make me hungry too. What did you work other than personal training? I mean, that's pretty much my only job, like real job. I worked with special needs kids at a daycare in the summer when I was in high school. I bartended for a little bit in college. Some odd jobs here and there, but mostly just been training. Let's see. Do you track calories? I mean, I do the same thing every day, so I know exactly what I'm eating. I don't know what it is right now exactly, but yeah. So I keep track by just how much I'm eating. Oh, I can hit 170 kilo squat. Wow, that's so impressive. Oh my god, you're so strong. Stone on my neck. 4 stone, I believe. Do I like climbing? I've never tried climbing. I've always wanted to go bouldering, but I'm probably fucking terrible at it because I got a big ass and shit. But oh, Galois is back. Or my squat, dude, I have like fucking 1,000 different kinds of squat I've done. You can tell I'm not a bad squatter. Close to Alan Thrall. Everyone should go check out Galois Underground's channel. His supposedly 170 kilo, almost parallel squat's pretty good. What do you think the crossover is for Flat Earth? There's another beast called Falling, past tense. Probably pretty high. It's definitely a fucking there's still some cult members left trying to make like apology videos for him and shit, trying to like, I don't know, it's fucking weird as shit. Hates drama except for hating it. I do like hating it, I just think it's funny. Like I don't really consider those drama videos. They're just funny. Stop skipping. I'll do it. Skip whatever the hell I want. It's my channel. I'm glad I'm the only Jew. You probably don't know many Jews. Christ. But yeah. What's up, CH Lackeretti? Favorite novice lifting programs? I usually recommend 531 variations to people. And when people ask which, I say you haven't read anything and you need to read more on the websites and Jim Miller's books and shit. Did I invest in cryptocurrency? No. Yeah, fuck. Get the fuck out of here, Galois. No one likes you. Dogs or cats? I gotta say dogs. I like cats too, but Yeah, I like dogs. They're more loving and you can do more shit with them. Searcher squats versus back squats for deadlift carryover. It's a tough one actually, because searcher's gonna work your erectors more, which will help, but I'd probably say back squats. They'll be easier to program in with your deadlifts, and get a better squat to heals everything. How many Dop Cat do I weigh? 3.2. Favorite rep range for accessories? Depends on the movement, really. I don't really have a favorite. How to deal with haters both web and in real life? Mostly trolls in real life or behind. No one really talks to me badly in real life because people don't do that, because most people are big pussies, so they just do shit online. But yeah. I don't give a shit. I just troll them back. Usually the fucking haters that get my channel and stuff. I think it's pretty funny usually, because like they're all obviously fucking either like 14 years old or 60, and they either way live with their parents and I don't know, have never lifted. It's not pronounced Galois. I'm gonna keep saying it, Galois. I've been watching Eric for a while back. Remember when you're visiting his gym? Hope your channel grows or whatever. Thanks, man. Thanks, Joe T. Yeah, I trained with him for like 6 months straight. Probably more than 6 months, actually. I used to go to his house every weekend, both days. So, high reps on Wisconsin method, overhead press, 8-12 reps. I wouldn't go that high with overhead press, but yeah, that can work. Have you seen any of Sam Ernell's videos? I've seen a few of them. He's another Beast fan who does 315 and Pi 8. Yeah, hack deadlifts are not really good for going high volume with, or high reps, I should say. Yeah, someone told me he's doing like fucking starting strength now, which is a weird transition to make. Also a poor choice, but he'll learn. From what I can tell, he looks like he's like 14, so he'll learn. See, can you build a base with Zercher squats? Probably. That's like Chris Wong. He needs to do some normal shit for range of motion. Do I watch anime? No, I do not. This is not an anime shirt. It's my friend's band. Coolest animal in general? Rhinos. Yep. But Greg Knuckles claimed that elite benchers flare elbows and push towards their head as soon as they begin leg drive. I don't know what that. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what Greg Knuckles said about it, though. I'm sure many do that. Some people don't. I do not really follow it. I'm not a religious person. I just have Jewish heritage. I feel like I'm obsessed with that, people. That's weird. Slipknot question mark? Sure. Talk Norwegian. Maybe. I'll think about it, Marcus. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while since I've actually spoken Norwegian. I'm thinking, I gotta start thinking in Norwegian before I start saying anything. I thought Nether's lifts were at least real, but I'm not sure everyone. I mean, his lifts were not real, especially those 3 he posted, but there's also like evidence of other lifts he faked that I didn't put in my video, but other people found. Like he had like a pulley system set up to like help him lift the weight in one of his videos and shit. If I go to Madison, can I come to your gym? Sure. Planning on competing in strength or grip sport? I'm like, not competing grip sport, but like on Reddit, I've been doing some grip competitions there. Another said coffee promotes aggression and violence. That's 8 to 12 reps push press is pretty unnecessary. I wouldn't go that high. Probably like, I'd stick to like 3 max with push press. What's up, Zaryab Malik? What exercises do you recommend for high volume, as in pulls and squats? I mean, any kind of row works fine. If you do high volume squats, probably back squats, high bar. Have you seen Deadpool 2? Not yet. I'm probably gonna see it today. Do you think naturals have the potential to strict press 315? Without a doubt. Will I save live? I save these always, yeah, they're always up. Possible to go from 2-plate bench to 3-plate bench for the end of the year, definitely. Do I have friends that don't lift? Yeah, decent amount of my friends don't really lift. Most of them lift to some extent, but not many are very serious about it. Best way to get women, treat them like human beings. Don't be an asshole. Don't try to do like, when we fucking, just say shit like that. Don't do that. How to get my own gym? Saved up money, paid for equipment, got clients. My average daily protein intake, I don't really know exactly. It's not all that high, honestly. Do I do overhead pin press? No, not really. I have before, but not currently. Everything on my channel is what I'm doing. Like, I don't hide shit I'm doing. Which one do I have? Pixel 2. Shalom, brother. What's up, Viking Lifts? I think Mark Ripatoe, he's a never been wannabe. Do you think if you made my life goal a strict press 315, I could do it? For sure, no doubt. That's my life goal. Jody. Do I have myself a lady friend? I have several currently. Just graduated. Congrats, Alio Maxo. What's up, Russian dude saying things in Russian? Nostrovia or something. I don't know. I'm sure that's Russian. To drink a gallon of milk like Eric. I mean, about half gallon a day, probably. Quick game, no. Is it realistic to achieve a 315-pound bench, 405 squat, 500 deadlift, and 185 by 5? Those are very specific numbers. Overhead press in 2 or 3 years? Yeah, for sure. Like a 315 bench isn't that good. Russian guy, I don't speak Russian, but I'm gonna assume you're saying, how did you get so sexy in that last question? And I have good looking parents, that's how. How often do you give a shit about what others are thinking about you? I mean, not too much, honestly. Hit 275 earlier. So that's the thing, this is a good lesson. Don't do it, if you ever start a fitness channel or like anything, don't do what your fans want you to do. Because fans think they know the best, and they don't. Like, you guys don't know the best. Like, you can tell, like, if you ever read any fan fiction shit, everyone thinks they know what they're doing. Like, yeah, I can write a Star Wars movie. It'll be fucking awesome. Like, Leia's gonna have fucking anal sex with fucking Chewbacca. That's awesome. It'll be awesome in a movie. And it's not awesome. That's, like, fucking weird. So, don't really listen to what your fans are saying too much. Like, definitely take input and stuff, but don't just, like, do what they want you to do willy-nilly. But, yeah. You think Clarence Kennedy is a genetic freak? I don't think he's an outlier. I think he's obviously has good genetics for lifting. I don't think he's an extreme outlier or anything. Like Halfler Bjornsson, he's an extreme outlier. Hit 275 earlier, failed 285 with the knees, debating going back today to try and hit it. Oh, the fat grips thing, Trevor. Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be okay with that. Like, it's not straining the rest of your body too much. Never taken citrulline malate. It's worked pretty well for me. Definitely not necessarily at all, but it works. I have probably taken it at some point. I'm not sure. For women who don't lift or who lift or don't lift, don't really care. Favorite food? Burgers, probably. McDonald's over BK. How strong we were doing college? At the beginning, not strong at all, because I used to be a really skinny cross-country runner. Do I see negatives from the milk drinking? No. You cut after starting Wisconsin method, or has it been moderate bulking throughout? I just pretty much, for most of us, kept the same body weight. Keep volume the same if you change your progression scheme. That really depends on a lot, man. I'd say yeah, but not necessarily. Did you wake up early to watch the royal wedding? No, I don't give a shit. Some other dude speaking, is that Serbian? Is that a language even? I don't know. There's a floor pull variation that will work my quads, behind the backs, deadlifts, I guess. Don't have a squat rack for front squats and stuff. I mean, you can do like a Zercher cycle then. You can do Zercher squats. What's better about Wisconsin compared to Norway and vice versa? We have real sports here, like basketball and baseball and football, which is nice. Shit's cheaper here. Norway, women are better looking, men are better looking, everyone's better looking. People are healthier there, for sure. Well, I'd say more people smoke there, actually. Cigarettes. So not healthy in that manner, but... Yeah. Do I have kids? No. Should you get bigger forms? Work your forms a bunch. Do some wrist curls, do some grip work. Do you think the unconventional community will die because of lack of quality and substance? Honestly, yeah, the way it currently is, I mean, it's just a bunch of, like, people taking things extreme in the wrong way, so. I've been to Israel, I have not actually. I always want to go, but definitely not going there right now. How do Bugenhagen squats with a bar hitting my hamstring on my lead leg? So you gotta vary your, you probably have the wrong, like, distance between your legs. You're probably too wide, probably narrow everything out a little bit. You also need to like twist it as you go up. Top 3 moves of all time. Oof. Gladiator for sure, number 1. I'm gonna say 1989 Batman. It's fucking awesome. And I'm not sure what else. I can't think of it right now. Airplane probably. Fuck, I don't want kids. Yeah. Fuck having kids. Think high handle trap bar for deadlifts is adequate enough for legs? No, probably not. It's good, but I don't think it's gonna get all that shit. Different Wisconsin method, Bugenhagen's version of Bulgarian method of training. That's what it is. That's what we both do, or did. Wisconsin football, aka run the ball 9% of the time. Yeah, that's about right. And yet we still do well. Teams even know what we're gonna do, and they still can't stop us. What do you think is intermediate strength-wise? I don't really think intermediate's advanced. That's not really a thing. Just marketing terms. Welcome, Anton. Countries I've been to, most of Europe, US and Canada. Thoughts on Johnny Can do a 6-week strength program? I've glanced at it. I haven't really looked at it very intently. Seems good. I think Johnny Can is a smart dude, so. I need to end this shit pretty soon. Got a couple more minutes. I'm not gonna talk shit about Ernal. He's like 14. I don't want to talk shit about him. Johnny can bench the mid 300s, deadlift the high 600s. Think he knows it. Yeah, I agree. Strong guy. Did he like break his foot? I think he dropped the bar on himself or the weights. When I grew up, you want to be as Alan Thrall. It should only take you a few weeks. Petter. I should say Petter. Jesus Christ. Petted. Are we witnessing the Jason Block High Redemption arc? What are your thoughts on ranges of motion? If you can lock out the weight, would be considered a full lift. Obviously, half-inch rack pulls don't count, but if you do it low enough, will it count? I don't even really. Like, it's you either did full range of motion or you didn't. They're not the same thing. FS. 17. Oh, they're all 18. When's the program coming out? I'm almost done with it. Yeah, it's more of a, I don't want to call it a manual because fucking Netherbeast ruined that word, but it's not really a program per se. It's more of like a guidebook. Not book, guide. It's not a book. Who do you think is the U.S. president with the strongest rack pull in history? Definitely Obama. He's been the only one who's not a fat ass. So you guys have offensive linemen can say, yep, we do. With all that milk we drink. See you, Joey. I don't know if he's actually 14. It looks like he's 14. I don't know. You would pick one movement to show somebody your strength, what would it be? You personally, or just like in general? Probably back squat. Doesn't do any periphery. Can't say I have. That's really, yeah, I'd the other left arrow. It's better to create your own program focusing on the compounds and such as should use a program. If you're a beginner, you should probably be using some kind of program or something that you're following along. His Elendrell acknowledged me. I think he made some posts in like his Instagram or something. Incline bench better for gains and shoulder health than normal bench. Probably not. Do I drink alcohol? I do. It was last night. I drink a lot of like stouts recently. Beer. It's from Morocco. Holy shit. Welcome from Morocco, or from the US, I should say. A little bench 350. That's fucking dog shit. It looks like he's put on like, so I think he did bench 345, and it looks like he's put on probably 20 pounds to do that, which is fucked up. He's looking fucking chubby. Finally reached Jason Genova's level after 16 years. Trump's handshakes. Yeah. See a Taylor Swift Ghost. I'll take a periphery. I'll listen to that tonight when I work out. Are you liking the homemade pre-workout? Yeah. Says L-arginine, L-pyroglutamate, green coffee bean extract for caffeine, something purines extract with L-dopa in it, and what the fuck's the last one? Oh, beta-alanine. That's it. Pretty simple. What's up, 3-star? Focusing on bodybuilding for upper body and focusing on strength for lower body and back. Try it. See what happens. Those are your goals are. Does the muscle snatch have any hypertrophy benefits? Not really. Front squats feel fine, but back squats hurt my knees. You probably have some technique issues in your work on them. Alright, one more good question, and you actually start working out. Been way too long. I'm planning on going for like a half hour. I'd rather be a spy or a politician. Spy, so you get laid more. For pushing movement, Z press. Any clients with hip shift in their squat? Yeah, you should fix it with single work. Bulgarian split squats often fix that. Cycle coffee? Not purchasing the same coffee all the time. And like whenever I run out, I usually buy new ones. I try new stuff all the time though. Plus, nicotine gum is pre-workout. I've not tried it yet. I think I'll try it next week sometimes, but I don't know. Can't say, but good focus probably. Choose one lift to do for the rest of your life. Would it be high bar back squat? Because it's probably the best exercise overall. I'll tell you if you have tight hamstrings, stretch, and if they're tight, then they're tight. Bulgarian split squat lower than my lunge. It's pretty normal. Why can't I lock out and Z press? I'll probably have weak abs. You're probably leaning back too much. For an AP test, like AP English and stuff. Yeah, I was in all AP classes in high school. Passed them all. Boom. If it's a personal trainer, possible to have screwed up body clock. I work the same hours pretty much every day. Alright. Last question, here we go. Thoughts on weird people. I think all of you on here are pretty fucking weird. honestly. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go. I need to fucking work out, guys. I love you all. Get sexy. Check out my friend's band. Chloe Louise is her name. She just released her album yesterday. It's pretty good. If you like country rock shit. But all right, see you guys.